Time limits are a finicky concept in video games. Some love the inherent pressure and intensity it brings to any situation, while others simply just want to take their time and enjoy the ride. But whether you love or hate having the clock tick down in a corner of your screen, some games have inherently built their structure around limited time, forcing players to employ their ingenuity in working around what are often multi-layered puzzles and limitations. Does Minit do enough to distinguish itself from the pack? Or is its Doomsday Clock mechanic only just a gimmick? Minit is an independent game from 4 separate developers, credited as Jan, Kitty, Yukio, and Dom, with Jan being one half of Vlambeer, the team who brought you Nuclear Throne, and Kitty Callis having contributed to Horizon Zero Dawn. Together, they've crafted together this blend of The Legend of Zelda with Half-Minute Hero. As the nameless protagonist, you're led to pick up a sword that washes up on a nearby beach. From there, you're cursed with a life that only lasts 60 seconds, at which point you wake up back in a safe house and pick your adventure up again from there. From your protagonist, to the music, to the way that the controls handle, Minit is a clear love letter to The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening on the original Game Boy, with character design stemming from a Tamagotchi-like influence. While this isn't the first time that we've seen the creators of Vlambeer utilize a similar kind of art style, Nuclear Throne has a similar, minimalistic low-key aesthetic. It works with the game's themes of a bite-sized adventure and moves things along. There isn't much music to speak of, but what is there continues to operate on the same presentation level as the graphics, and combine together in a pretty cohesive way. 60 seconds is a surprising length of time once you get to it. Within that space of time, Minit has a tight and focused gameplay loop. You venture out into the world, identify a puzzle or a problem, and work to solve it. Some take advantage of the time loop mechanic, such as recognizing that your efforts are being transferred from run to run, while unfortunately many do boil down to fetch quests or matching keys to locks. This is largely due to your limited world interaction, which is akin to that of a point-and-click adventure. Maneuvering around the world map, you find and pick up items that you use to solve other problems that pop up with the strange denizens that populate this world. Although you're given a broad goal at the get-go, get to the sword factory and undo your curse, for the most part you're free to head out and tackle whatever problems you find worthwhile. Unfortunately, this razor-sharp focus on the 60-second time limit comes at a bit of a cost. Although it's easy to pick up and play Minit, there isn't much to do when it comes to interacting with the world. Most solutions boil down to swinging your sword or some other implement, or finding one item to bring it somewhere else. Granted, mechanical simplicity makes sense when you only have 60 seconds to accomplish any task that's put before you. But at the same time, the anemic interaction with other elements to your adventure, including with other villagers and with the setting at large, can make the game seem overly simplistic. What's more, the game doesn't always capitalize on its Groundhog Day premise, with few puzzles taking full advantage of its repeatability. All in all, Minit can be beaten at about 1 hour's time through the critical path, though there is a New Game Plus mode awaiting you at the end with stricter challenges. Completionists can also find more to do, with your final percentage reported on your clear save as motivation to solve all of the puzzles and mysteries that are put before you. While it's a neat little addition, for players hoping for more meat on the bone, you might find that Minit is a little bit lacking. Overall, Minit is a fun little game, especially on the go with the Switch, given its tight gameplay loop and simple mechanics. While these positives unfortunately also work against itself on some levels, it's disappointing to see it not capitalize on some of its best mechanics. It's a fun, neat little title that you shouldn't pass up the next time you see it on sale.